Marvel's recasting problem. So, right, I'm not sure how the majority of people will feel about this one, but I can only speak for myself. Variety recently released an article where Kevin Feige stated that they plan on recasting Tony Stark and Steve Rogers down the road. Secret Wars will serve kind of as a reset button along with recasting the X-Men, which, look, I have agreed with Kevin on this one. They should recast most, if not all, of the X-Men. And I can only assume that with the reset will come one singular timeline for us to follow. But in there lies another problem. Recasting Steve and Tony. All that tells me is that they have no faith in the generation going forward, and frankly, I don't like that. They should give Ironheart Riri Williams the chance to grow after a successful TV run. They should give Sam Wilson the chance and the room to grow and spread his wings and lead the Avengers. It's a bigger problem. If they're only ever willing to live in the past, they're gonna have a lot of issues trying to move forward. Fernie and I recently discussed the issue in our Superman podcast review. Go check that out if you want to. Where we talked about how Marvel has had disappointing box office runs with Thunderbolts and Captain America Brave New World. But I surmised something. These are technically Phase 1 movies. I mean, it's the first time we're seeing this team together and Sam Wilson lead a film. They want Phase 3 money. They want these films to be grossing $1 billion. Do y'all remember Phase 1 money? Phase 1 money was like $400 million to a $120 million budget. They're wanting these massive numbers, but what? You cannot expect people to be as invested in the first Sam Wilson movie as they were in the third Captain America film. I don't understand this, Disney's problem with all this. They want Phase 3 money with Phase 1 films, and that's not how it works. You need time to make us grow invested in these characters, to rewatch them and come back over and over and over again with a good word of mouth. Multiple cameos do not always equal $1 billion, except for this. Most of the time, it does not equal $1 billion. This inability to let go might stabilize the ship short term, but I really think their biggest misfire is going to be not giving these characters the chance to grow and become endearing. If Cap had died during the first Avengers, damn, that sucks. But since we had him for almost 10 years, we were behind him when he made his last stand, and when he retired with Peggy, that was perfect. Marvel's inability to let go will be the problem. Instead, foster Sam Wilson, foster Riri Williams, bring back She-Hulk, and build the Young Avengers, all while bringing in the Fantastic Four into this new world, and yes, introduce the X-Men, let them hit the reset button for the X-Men with new actors, but continue on this one journey, because otherwise, the before stuff feels kind of cheap. It feels cheap to dig up the bodies of the past to spit in their face with the originals. It doesn't make any sense to me. I remember it was my first issue with Loki season 1 when we saw the Infinity Stones, and I remember telling Chema, I don't like that because it feels like everything that the Avengers fought for was nothing, because in the grand scale of things, it really doesn't mean dick. So why should I care? Why should I be so invested in the story? And I understand, dude, it's just a TV show, dude, it's just comics, dude, it's just a movie. Yeah, but these are movies and TV shows you're asking me to invest money and time in. It almost feels disrespectful to the author, not to the author, to the fan. But again, maybe that's just me. Tell me where I'm wrong in the comments down below. But that's just my feeling. I think recasting Tony and Steve is a big mistake. But y'all tell me. Yeah, we'll catch y'all next time. Be kind, everyone.